From translation, TLB, the Living Bible. This 57th day of the year. Today we are reading passages Numbers 35 to 36. Numbers chapter 35, verses 1 to 34. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Set aside 6 cities of refuge to which people can flee if they have accidentally killed someone, and you are to provide 6 cities of refuge for yourselves, 3 on the east side of the Jordan River and 3 in the land of Canaan, to be places of refuge for the people of Israel, so that anyone who has killed someone accidentally can flee there for safety. These cities will be your refuge from those who seek revenge for the killing. You are to designate these cities as places of refuge, where anyone who has accidentally killed someone can run for safety. Then measure out 2,000 cubits, about 3,000 feet outside each city on every side, the north, south, east, and west. The city itself will be in the center of this area. The surrounding land will belong to the city and provide pasture for their livestock. Among the cities you give to the Levites, you must include 6 of these cities of refuge, where a person who has accidentally killed someone can run for safety. And you shall add 42 other cities for their use as well. So all the cities you give to the Levites will be 48 in number, including the cities of refuge and the 42 others. Each city will include its surrounding land. The cities you give to the Levites must come from the territory allotted to the various tribes of Israel. The tribes with larger areas shall contribute more cities, while smaller tribes shall contribute fewer. Each tribe shall give some of its cities to the Levites, in proportion to the amount of land they have received as their inheritance. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Give this message to the people of Israel. When you cross the Jordan River and enter the land of Canaan, then you are to select cities to serve as places of refuge, where a person who has accidentally killed someone can flee for safety. These cities will be your refuge from anyone who seeks to avenge the death. The person who has accidentally killed someone can stay there until he has had a fair trial before the community. These cities of refuge will be available for the people of Israel, for foreigners living among you, and for anyone else who needs them, so that anyone who has accidentally killed someone can find safety there. But if a person deliberately strikes someone with a weapon of iron and kills him, that is murder. The murderer shall surely be put to death. If he strikes someone in a sudden quarrel, or throws something at him without planning to kill him, or if he strikes someone with a deadly weapon but didn't mean to kill him, perhaps throwing something without realizing it would be fatal, then he may flee to one of these cities and be safe there, so that the victim's relatives, who are angry and grieving, won't catch him on the road and kill him. The way might be long, and they might be so enraged that they kill him even though he wasn't guilty of murder, for he had not hated the person he killed. Therefore I command you, you shall set aside 3 cities of refuge for yourselves. But if anyone deliberately murders his neighbor, you must take him from my altar and put him to death. However, if someone pushes another in a sudden quarrel, or throws something at him without planning to harm him, or uses a stone that could be deadly but didn't mean to kill, and kills him accidentally, then he is a manslayer and must flee to one of these cities of refuge. So that the avenger of blood won't, in his anger, pursue the manslayer and catch him on the long road and kill him, even though he wasn't guilty of murder, for he had not hated the person he killed. Therefore, if the community decides that it was an accident and not premeditated murder, and the man is not guilty of murder, then the community must protect the manslayer from the avenger of blood and send him back to the city of refuge where he fled. There he must stay until the death of the high priest, who was anointed with the holy oil. But if the manslayer ever leaves the boundaries of the city of refuge where he fled for safety, and the avenger of blood finds him outside the city and kills him, the avenger will not be guilty of murder. This is because the manslayer should have stayed in his city of refuge until the death of the high priest. But after the death of the high priest, the manslayer may return to his own property. These are the laws you must follow for all generations, wherever you live. Anyone who takes a human life must be put to death, but only on the testimony of witnesses. One witness alone is not enough to convict a person of murder. Furthermore, you must never accept a ransom payment for the life of someone who has committed murder and deserves to die. He must be put to death, and you must not accept a ransom payment that would allow a manslayer to leave his city of refuge before the death of the high priest. So you must not defile the land where you live, for blood defiles the land. And no atonement can be made for the land, except by the blood of the person who shed the blood. Therefore do not defile the land where you live, for I, the Lord, live among the people of Israel." Numbers chapter 36. Verses 1 to 13. Then the leaders of the clan of Gilead, who were descendants of Manasseh's son Machir, came to Moses and the other leaders of Israel. "Sir," they said, "the Lord commanded you to distribute the land by lot to the people of Israel as their inheritance. And the Lord also told you to give the inheritance of our relative Zelophehad to his daughters. But suppose these women marry men from other tribes of Israel. Then their inheritance will be taken from our tribe and added to the inheritance of the tribe into which they marry. In this way, our tribal land will be permanently lost. And when the year of restoration comes, the land that was given to these women will become the permanent property of the tribe into which they married. In this way, our tribal inheritance will be permanently lost. Then Moses gave the people of Israel the Lord's command. The leaders of the tribe of Joseph are right in what they are saying. In this way, the land allotted to each tribe will not be transferred to another tribe. Instead, each tribe will keep its own land as a permanent possession. And every Israelite woman who inherits land must marry someone within her own clan. This will keep the land within each tribe as a permanent possession. In this way, the inheritance of each tribe will not be transferred to another, but will remain the property of that tribe forever. So the daughters of Zelophehad did as the Lord had commanded Moses. Mahlah, Tirzah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Noah, the daughters of Zelophehad, married cousins on their father's side, men from the clan of Manasseh, son of Joseph. So their inheritance remained in the tribe of their father's clan, as the Lord had commanded. These are the regulations and laws that the Lord gave the people of Israel through Moses on the plains of Moab, across the Jordan River from Jericho.